Hello everyone and welcome to the first Doodle Time. I'm your host Steven Lenton. I'm a children's book author and illustrator. You might know some of my books, the Shifty Me Gifty series, 101 Dalmatians, the Nothing to See Here Hotel, and I also illustrate for someone called David Baddiel and Frank Cottrell Boyce, so look out for my books. But I digress. We are here today at 3 p.m. and we are going to be here at 3 p.m. every Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday with Strings and Things, who I've teamed up with to create Doodle Time. So, what we're going to do every day is I'm going to show you how to draw something, and I'm going to show you how I would doodle all over it to make it a Steven Lenton-y kind of doodle, but I want you to doodle in your own way. So today, the first shape we're going to draw, the first item, the first cool thing is a piece of funky footwear like that. So get a piece of paper, make sure you've been to the loo. We don't want any interruptions, maybe get a glass of water as well. But get a piece of paper, a pen or a pencil and some colours, and let's start creating our first doodle. Exciting stuff. So for our first Doodle Time, we are gonna create a really cool piece of footwear, all right? And we're gonna start up here, we're gonna draw a big cool trainer that you're gonna decorate later on. So we're gonna start up here, and we're going to draw a line like this. That's going to be the top of your trainer. Then for the back, I'm going to come down and make this kind of shape. Like that. That's going to be the heel of your boot or trainer, whatever you're going to turn it into. Then you need to draw a foot shape. So it comes down, around, and along like that. See, you're getting a nice kind of foot shape. We can take our time. If you make any mistakes, don't worry about mistakes at all. It's always quite daunting. I'm using a marker pen. And even for a pro like me, it's tricky using a marker pen. Now, what we need to do now is draw a nice, slightly curved line, very slightly curved line, going along the way like that. And then we're going to draw the sole of your shoe. And then draw along like this. Okay, there's your sole. Oops. Now, that's our really, really basic foot shape or trainer shape. This is, I think they're called high tops, aren't they? We're going to add a tongue up here as well, like that. Now what we're going to do, we're going to split it into sections, because it's a little bit boring at the moment, isn't it? So we're going to draw the front section, and then we're going to draw the section where all the laces will go. We're going to draw some laces in a minute. Alrighty. Now while we're doing this bit, this is like the foundations of our footwear, our funky footwear, let's call it that. Right, and then I want you to think about all the designs that you can doodle all over it once we finish this section. Now, to do the laces, it looks quite complicated, but I'm going to break it down into easy sections. We just need to draw 2 lines, leave a gap, 2 lines, leave a gap, 2 lines, you get the idea now, leave a gap, 2 lines, you guessed it, leave a gap. You do that twice more, 2 more lines, another gap, and towards the top, there we are. Now, it still looks a bit odd. To make it look like the laces are actually attached to your funky footwear, we're going to draw a circular shape around, so these bits go slightly past. Do that again here, and then here, you guessed it again, here, here. Now I've got a little secret to tell you. When I was young, I was absolutely hopeless at tying my shoelaces. My parents bought me a special sort of wooden block with laces on, with a face on to help me learn, but I was hopeless, so I was really pleased when I was allowed to get Velcro trainers. But I've learned how to draw laces and I can do them now, but I found doing my laces up was really tricky when I was little. So now what I'm doing is drawing another line inside these round lines. Do you see what I'm doing? Like that, and then suddenly it looks like the laces are going round and into these lace holes. I don't know what they're called. Does anyone know what the technical term is for those holes on footwear? Lace holes. Let's call them lace holes. Okay, now that is our really basic trainer shape. Now you could leave it like that. If you wanted to have a really cool white trainer, you could. But what I'm going to do is add some things to make them my kind of trainers, all right? So I'm going to add some kind of rainbow design on the back. Ooh, like that. And then another line. And then another line. It doesn't have to have all the colours of the rainbow, as long as it looks like a rough kind of rainbow shape at the back. That looks quite cool. Now, what else do I like? Well, that rainbow related to weather, isn't it? So maybe some more weather. Maybe this is happy weather, but maybe we could have a lightning bolt. Whoa, that would be cool, wouldn't it? So let's try a cool lightning bolt down here. So do a zigzag, zigzag line. And that what you want to do is do the opposite. So go up, zigzag, up, zigzag, up, and then draw along, match that up. So that's our first doodle. So we're going to doodle all over it. It is doodle time, so let's go mad with our doodles. I might replicate that rainbow design on my tongue up here. I've got rainbow tongue. Now, something along here, something else weather related. What about some water? Some waves might be quite cool. So let's do some wavy lines. There we go. And then I might do another wavy line. So that's the thing with doodles. It's quite nice to repeat some lines. So I don't know what the technical term for a doodle is, but I think it's something that's made up of patterns and simple ideas. You don't want things to go too complicated, because also you guys are going to colour yours in as well, and I want to see all your colourful drawings on my Instagram and everywhere, and on the Strings and Things YouTube channel. We're going to share them everywhere. Now, I'll let you into a secret, another secret. Apart from not being able to tie my shoelaces, I'm also kind of terrified of sharks. Now, I don't know anyone that's a fan of a shark, but even though I don't like them, I'm sort of slightly obsessed with them. So I'm going to have, maybe there's some shark fins in my water, because also that makes quite a cool little repeat pattern, doesn't it? Looks quite cool, getting there. Now, maybe some kind of eye on the front as well. Eyes and noses and ears on footwear, quite cool, aren't they? So I'm going to draw an eye like that. And I think he might be looking down at the sharks. He's keeping a beady eye on those sharks down there. Whoa, doesn't it look weird? But that's good, we like weird. We like different. Oh, and maybe making the lightning, maybe we've got some clouds up here coming behind. Yeah, that looks all right. Let's do another cloud down here. Sticking with our weather theme. What's the weather like where you are today? I'm drawing from my studio in Brighton, as you know, and it is gloriously sunny outside. Wish we could go and hang out on the beach, but we're not allowed, are we? But we'll get there again one day. Now, what else do I like? What about a heart? An upside down heart, maybe, pointing towards the lightning. We'd have some dots. Things like that. Maybe another heart. Come along here. Moved away from my weather theme. Hey, they're my trainers. I can do what I like. I like stars as well. Maybe it's night time over here, so maybe we could have a moon. Moons are quite simple, just two art shapes, a bit like a fingernail. I must cut my fingernails. And a star. Stars are quite tricky, but I draw them like this. Out, out, do, 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 do. And then you always hope that they meet at the end. There's a little squiggle there, but I think we've got away with it. Now again, doodling is really fun, so you can just add some extra lines. Where there's some gaps, just draw some extra lines that sort of echo these shapes around here. Same here, you could add some around your lightning and your clouds, or whatever you've drawn. This is just an example of what you could do. Do you remember that basic shape that I showed you first? That is your foundation for adding all these things. So you don't need to copy what I've done. I want to see what you like on your trainers. Maybe you like, I don't know, all sorts of stuff. You could have unicorns, you could have narwhals, you could have princesses and fairies, you could have footballs, football players, all kinds of things. I'm going to add some zigzaggy stripes on some of my laces. Actually, no, I'm going to do different things. I might have some arc shapes on there, and then some more stripes there, some more zigzags here, and some spots on this one. Okay, so that's quite cool. Although it's a little bit bare here, isn't it? Maybe I could have some, not shark fin, but dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are cool as well, aren't they? So maybe I could have some scales. Oh yeah, that's quite cool. Some scales going down the back of my trainers. That would be really cool. Should I go on the sole? No, because it might get wet if I went in a puddle. I don't want my scales to get wet, do I? Okay, so I'm quite pleased with that. That is not bad at all. And then what you can do, I haven't got time to colour it all in, but if I did, I would definitely start colouring in some cool yellow lightning, and maybe have like a cool yellow star and moon as well. Well, I'm going to carry on doing mine, and what I'd like you to do is start drawing your trainer. So please do share yours, hashtag Doodle Time on all the social media channels. That would be amazing. So how did you get on, guys, with our first Doodle Time? I hope you enjoyed that, and I can't wait to see your doodled trainers and high tops and all your funky designs and how you coloured them in and use your imaginations. Please do share them on Instagram using the hashtag DoodleTime, of course, and I will put up as many as possible on my Insta stories. Speaking of which, yesterday when we announced this, we got some amazing ideas for the next few Doodle Time sessions, so I'm listening to you guys, and we will draw as many of your ideas as possible. Here are a few examples. Ottie, age 6, hello Ottie, you would like to draw a fairy and a horse. Now there's a challenge. Lucy, aged 8, would like to draw a leopard print unicorn. That's a brilliant idea. There's another one. Oscar, age 6, would like to draw a T-Rex on a skateboard. That's another cracking idea. And finally, who have we got? We've got Tom, who is age 10, and you would like to draw a Rubik's Cube. Oh, that gives me an idea as well. We could draw like a Rubik's Cube kind of character, couldn't we? Dancing or dabbing or something. So let me have a think about all your ideas and keep sending me more, and we'll try and draw as many of your ideas as we can over the coming weeks. So I will see you here again tomorrow at 3 p.m. We're here every Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. So parents, put your feet up, grab a cuppa, and I shall entertain your children drawing lots of lovely doodles.